Hi, welcome to my channel. I wanted to have a little bit of a conversation about the seat options for Lone Wolf Custom Gear. On their website, they don't really offer the exact weights separated, I believe. So I want to go over those and what these actually look like in hand and how they felt and how they kind of come across to me as what's the best option available. To start things off, I'm just going to get a weight on everything. That way we'll be knowing where to go from there and we can discuss them a little bit more. Up first is the 0.5 seat. This is known as the small seat on the website. It comes in at 12.2, 12.3 ounces. It's changing between the two back and forth, so 12 1/4 we'll call it, and this is what it looks like. There are no holes on the sides to mount the bow hanger, but it does have the updated bracket that matches all the others. So that's the 0.5. The 1.0, which is the large option, the largest option that they sell that comes on the 1.0 and the 2.0 standard, is 1 pound 7 ounces. The 0.75, which is my favorite, has actually 3 holes. It's where the 1.0 has 2. And this comes standard on the 0.75. The weight of this with the stealth strip come in right at 15.5, 15.4 ounces. So we'll call it 15.5. So that's where those three seats weigh in at. And then you have the seat pad options, the thin seat and the thick seat for the 0.5. You have 2.5, 2.6 ounces. It changes, I was picking it up, so. And that one is at 4.5. A 1.0 seat pad, which comes both on the 1.0 and the 0.75. Thin pad weighs in at 4 ounces, and the thick pad weighs in at, let's see, 6.89, around, yep, 6.8 ounces, 6.75, 6.9. It was all kind of fluctuating. So that's where those come in at. I wanted to talk a little bit about these seats because there's just so different, right? I mean, the size compared from the original seat options, I mean, just that seat profile covers the entire bracket of the 0.5. But they are making these where, I'm gonna stack them up, the seats are now universal to all the stands. They will lock into the platform and get you that seat shelf as long as you get the standard post on all the stands. So they all kind of come in there, right? Again, the 0.5 does not have those holes on the edges as the 1.0 and the 0.75 do. I also want to give a look at how these pads look and how they set up on the seats. These are the 0.5 paddings, as you can tell, very detailed in the seat. They have the logo, the names, and the seats actually like stitched onto them, right? So these 0.5 seats, they're cut to the exact size of the pad and the seat. I mean, even the details that they're cut out in them is pretty remarkable. Very impressive for both those seats. The 1.0 matches up perfect with the 1.0 seat pad, right? A lot of people were running the 1.0 pads on the 0.5 seat, but what I noticed when testing this out is doesn't matter if it's the thick or the thin, there's a lot of bend. If you look at that, like, that doesn't do any good, in my opinion, because when you sit on it, it feels like if you lean a little bit, it seems like it's not very stable, in my opinion. But that's just how I look at it. To where the 0.75 seat, this pad fits this thing the way I honestly think it should be designed. Everything should be designed this way. The seat pad, and it overhangs on all the edges so you don't get any, if the seat moves a little bit or shifts, that metal isn't sticking out where it could be digging in the back or the side of your legs or your butt cheeks or whatever. So that's why I am so impressed with this 0.75 seat. It also comes with 3 drilled holes options for your bow hangers, and to me it's the overall best option. It's sub 1 pound. I mean, the seat plus this pad, move that out of the way, and the weight, which I'm running on my 0.5 this year, comes out to 1 pound 3.5 ounces. So I mean, light, comfortable, great foam in these, and this is how those pads come. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, that's the detail in this is amazing. It comes with a nice soft back, so you're not getting any kind of rubbing noises on here. Let me get this to get a good look at it, because look at that. So if you're sliding at all on that, it's so quiet versus, you see that? Like, they took extra care in making these. I mean, it is truly great to see what Lone Wolf Custom Gear has done with these stands. So that's the look at these seats. I personally, I get rid of the zip, the Velcro that they send with the seats, and I got these little reusable zip ties from Amazon. Just because I think they hold really nice and they're quiet. I'll put these together. I'll be quiet as I pull. You don't hear anything. They're quiet on the metal, and I don't like Velcro. I'm not a Velcro fan when I'm hunting. If it catches or scratches on fabric, it's too much. I don't like that. I don't like being able. I don't want to have to worry that when I set the seat up or move around that it's going to catch on me or the pack that's there or anything like that. I want whatever is on me. If it rubs against me, it's not making noise. So just a little tip there for what I personally do and what works best for me. If it doesn't for you, that's fine. I'm not upset about it at all, but I just want to show you those options, the 1.0, the 0.75, and the 0.5. And also, just before we go real quick, I'm going to show you how these things stack up one last time, and really how much size difference is between each of those. Look at that. There's not too much here, but they just little bit by little bit, right? But that 0.75 in the middle of the road, in my opinion, is the best seat option out there, unless you're looking at that 2.0, and if you want that big seat for comfort, go for it. But with how that pad sits on that 0.75 seat, it's hard to beat. I mean, again, the weight difference between the two, you got sub 1 pound here, 1.7 pounds here, 1.7. Let me reset that, get one more weight on there, 1.7. And then over here you got 15.5 ounces. So I mean, it's almost an 8 pound, half pound difference between just these two items here. So something to think about going into the season, but I wanted to show you how that looked. And this seat with these pads works really, really, really good. Very impressed with it, but there's a look at it. Not much size different, a lot in weight, and it still offers amazing comfort. So something to think about if you're looking at these seats and trying to figure out your way through them. Good luck.